I can still hear my mother's voice that night. Calm, casual, as though she wasn't severing the final thread that connected us. Cancel your wedding. We're celebrating your sister's birthday instead. I didn't yell. I didn't break down. I just felt something inside me freeze. And when I asked why, my father shrugged, the same indifferent shrug he reserved for distant relatives. Then marry on your own. Goodbye. That was all. 27 years of loyalty discarded in 2 sentences. I left the house quietly. No doors slammed, no tears fell, just silence. The kind of silence that steels you for battle. Funny, isn't it, how memories deceive? As a child, I used to think the imbalance was imagined. My sister's bigger gifts, louder praises, the way my parents' eyes followed her like she was the sun, but I clung to scraps, a pat on the shoulder, a rare compliment. I told myself I wasn't unloved, just overshadowed. When my wedding approached, I believed they were finally proud of me. Mom even helped pick my dress. But betrayal doesn't announce itself all at once. It creeps in quietly. The 4th time Mom forgot a wedding appointment. The 3rd time Dad said, "Your sister needs the car today. Reschedule." At first, I ignored it, but the change was unmistakable. Whispered conversations halted when I entered, birthday decorations hidden in the guest room. My sister's smug half-smile whenever I mentioned the wedding. Then, the night before my big day, the ultimatum. It didn't wound me the way you'd expect. It simply made everything clear. I wasn't truly part of their family. I was just a placeholder. I didn't plead. I didn't argue. People imagine revenge is born of fury. It isn't. It grows from clarity. I walked out with my wedding dress folded over my arm. The cold night air met me like an ally. I knew exactly what I had to do, and I knew I could do it without a tremor. My sister's birthday party was the next evening, the night that should have been my wedding. They booked a banquet hall. Hundreds invited, lavish decorations, a cake so massive it required 2 people to carry. I didn't attend. Of course not. But I sensed something. Something small, white, and beautifully wrapped. An envelope. Inside, the truth they never wanted exposed. For months, I had collected proof, screenshots, voice memos, videos of every insult they'd thrown at me behind closed doors. Not out of a revenge plan at the time, but because you learn to save evidence when you grow up with people who rewrite history. I didn't stop there. I included receipts for every rupee I ever spent on family events, every bank transfer I made to help them, and a legal notice severing all financial ties and inheritance claims. And one final addition, a 13-second video message. Me, in my wedding dress, calm and precise as a blade. Thank you for making your choice. Here is mine. The envelope was opened as the celebration began, right after the lights dimmed and the applause for my sister. My mother froze mid-breath. My father went pale. My sister's smile faltered. Imagine 200 guests witnessing years of favoritism, insults, and manipulation projected onto screens meant for birthday wishes. Imagine the whispers, the gasps, people distancing themselves, the hall emptying faster than a building on fire. And my family, the same ones who told me to marry alone, stood stranded in the middle of their own celebration, undone by their own words and deeds. All I had done was reveal the truth. My mother called. Then my father. Then my sister. I ignored them until the 15th call. Mom's voice shook. You embarrassed us. No, I said, calm and steady. You exposed yourselves. Dad tried guilt-tripping me. I chuckled softly. Save it. I'm done. My sister tried to insult me. I hung up mid-sentence. That was the last time they heard my voice. I married the following week, in a small ceremony with the only people who had ever treated me like family, my friends. No speeches about sacrifice, no forced smiles, no favoritism, just peace. And I realized something. Sometimes the cleanest revenge is walking away and letting people drown in the chaos they created. My parents always favored my sister. Now, they have only her, and she has only them.